also watching several key races for Congress here in Southern California.
Of course, among them is that special election, the 25th Congressional District. That includes Simi Valley, Santa Clarita, and Palmdale. There are the numbers. A special election will fill Katie Hill's seat after she resigned last year. So on top right now is Christy Smith, who is endorsed by Katie Hill at 30%, and Mike Garcia coming in at 26%. If a candidate gets 50 plus 1, he or she wins that race, and then will fill that seat until the end of the year. The top two finishers otherwise would be in that special election come May 12th if there is no clear winner.
And the regular election in the 25th right now, Christy Smith once again, 29% of the vote. Mike Garcia, who raised the most money in this campaign, actually second place right now. And Steve Knight, the incumbent before, is now at 22%.
Looks like we might be going to another election in May for that.
That's right.
That's
right. KCAL9's Sarah Donchi is following this race. She's with Christy Smith supporters in Stevenson Ranch tonight.
So, Jeff and Susie, that is more or less the expected result from Christy Smith's camp. Otherwise, this is a very happy room right now. Christy Smith herself is here. She's meeting with some of her supporters. She actually just addressed the room a little while ago, so the crowd has definitely thinned out here. She gave a speech along with some other speakers. And just to keep you up to date, we've been talking to staffers on her campaign, again, who reiterated that this was the expected result, but they do believe that Christy will prevail in the end. She actually voted this morning at the Newhall Community Center and then spent most of the day calling voters in a last-minute pitch, especially trying to appeal to those swing voters that definitely exist in this congressional district. She landed some really big endorsements, as we have been reporting. High-profile Democrats like Nancy Pelosi endorsed her, Kamala Harris endorsed her, the outgoing Katie Hill endorsed her. She actually got the endorsement from the party itself, as well as some other high-profile labor organizations, unions, that sort of thing. She has widely been considered to be the front runner, at least on the Democratic side, although her opponent, media personality Cenk Uygur, has given her a pretty hard time. He's been very vocal about Christy Smith and his criticisms of her, although she does, at least for this evening, appear to have finished at least where her campaign thought that she might. She spoke with the crowd earlier, talked about grace, talked about grit, and this is what she had to say.
We know, based on tonight's numbers, it is highly likely we will go to a May 12th runoff to defend this seat. And you guys have heard me say this before. The eyes of the nation will turn to California's 25th. They will be seeing what we do here as a bellwether for what happens in November. Can we hold the House? Can we potentially flip the Senate? Can we get ourselves on that path to the better day that we have all been feeling the need for since 2016?
So because of the nature, the complicated nature of this particular race, when Christy finished speaking to her supporters, she told them, all right, I'm going to give you the night off tomorrow, but then it is back to work. That's why they really have to have a lot of endurance when it comes to trying to make their pitch to voters, because as we've been talking about tonight, based on the results that we're seeing so far, this is not over. But again, Christy Smith and her campaign still fairly happy with the results they have seen so far this evening. Reporting live from Stevenson Ranch, Sarah Donchi, KCAL9 News.
Of course, that is one of 36 suburban districts flipped by Democrats back in 2016. So we'll see. That could possibly go to a May general election. We'll have that for you here on KCAL9, of course. Sarah, thank you. 6 Republicans also vying for the same seat.
That's right. KCAL9's Chris Holmstrom is in Santa Clarita tonight with more on those candidates. Chris?
Jeff and Susie, this is a huge night, especially for Republicans hoping to turn this district red once again. Now, right now I'm here at Mike Garcia's viewing party. A very exciting night. A lot of people out here, a lot of supporters, but also a lot of volunteers as well. We actually have Mike Garcia, who's out here with us. You've been busy all day long. You've been here all night with your supporters. Talk to me a little bit about how this campaign has been and, you know, the volunteers that you got to be behind you who aren't usually in politics.
Yeah, that's been the magic ingredient here. You know, we've got about 400 active volunteers. I'd say more than 95% of them haven't been involved in a campaign. So this is a true grassroots effort. People are recognizing that we've got a, you know, I'm a patriot. I'm not a politician. and they're getting behind the message, and it's resonating with the district. So it's been a fantastic experience, and this is why we're going to win.
All right, so it looks like Christy Smith is going to be your biggest competitor from moving on forward. Where do we go from here? What separates the two of you?
You know what? I think my background as a businessman, as a patriot, I'm not a bureaucrat, I'm not a politician. I truly want what's best for my country. I want to protect the Constitution, and I want to make sure that we can continue to afford to live here in this great state of California. And I want to keep taxes low. I want to secure the border, and I want to make sure that we continue to be the premier force on the international stage.
All right. Well, good luck with everything. I appreciate it. Get some rest. We're out here live at Mike Garcia's viewing party. Of course, more numbers are still coming in, so be sure to stick with us. Jeff and Susie, we'll send it back to you in the studio.
Okay, Chris, thank you.